Hello everyone, so for today's video, I am going to discuss one of those challenges that I have discussed on my previous video, and that is the language. I can tell that this is really a challenge based on my experience and I have observed here while living in Pakistan. Language is one thing that we are using in our daily lives. So how it becomes a challenge? I think whoever or whatever nationality you're going to marry, or except those who are Americans and English speaking people, you might not be finding it as a big challenge because you can easily communicate, or they can easily communicate or understand you. But for those countries who are not giving so much or much attention in English, it will really be a big problem. So in Pakistan, although their official language is Urdu, and a national language is Urdu, and official language is English, which they consider as the second language. But most of the people speaks in Punjabi. Right? Most of the big part or population of Pakistan speaks in Punjabi. So here's the challenge. As Filipino, we speak in Tagalog. We have also so many languages. It depends on which region or province you belong to. Same here in Pakistan as well. They have so many language, and it depends also on the regions and provinces they belongs to. But let us not base on what I have searched or what I have learned in researching of how many people can speak in English, but I will be focusing on what I am experiencing and I have observed. 2 out of 10 of the people that I have met here can speak English or understand English. I am very sorry, but most of them, although they are university graduate or college graduate, they are genius, as we can say, but they are not really good in English, and they are finding hard to understand English as well. But take note guys, we are not discriminating anyone here. And we have to consider it as well. In Pakistan, British English is generally used. So they have a different accent and pronunciation in each word compared to us. We Filipinos, our English are similar and related to American English. And aside from that, we have also varieties of English or native English in the Philippines. Remember this, so many rich countries that are not good in English, but they are very rich. Same here in Pakistan, although they are not really good in English, or most of people can speak English, it doesn't mean they are stupid. They are educated, and they are still genius on their own ways. It just happened that they don't really give any attention on how to learn or speak or understand English the way we want, or we studied or learn and understand English. And we have that mentality that if you are good in English, you have a bright future. Although it has a part of, it can help really us. It really help us if you are really good in English in our profession. And it's really true. It helps us a lot. That's why we are not afraid of going or entering in the other countries, because we are confident that we can communicate with them using the English language, since this is the universal language. So how it will be a challenge when you marry a Pakistani? I can tell that when you marry a Pakistani, of course, you know that your husband or husband-to-be can speak English. That's why you can communicate each other and you are going to marry. But still, there are times that you will be facing problems when it comes to explanation, right? Or to explain something that you really want to explain, that you cannot use or you cannot say in English. So since you marry with a Pakistani, the big challenge is this. Although you might be living now in the other country, or you are living now in the other country alone without a family of the man or your husband, but soon or in the future there is a possibility that you will be living here in Pakistan and settling here in Pakistan. Many of Pakistani men or couple are living in a joint family. Although there are some that are not really living in a joint family, but most of them are living in a joint family. Especially if you are married with the only son, eldest, or the man who is providing the needs of his family. Speaking of joint family, it means you will be living with his family, and there is a possibility or a big possibility that you will be living at home with your in-laws. And since here it is normal, or basically the women are not working, so means the whole day and every day of your life you will be living with those women. And since women, although they are studying or they have studied, but as I have observed, still so many women are not really studying. After grade 9 or 10, they stop and stay at home. Or even they are working, they are mostly staying at home or not working after marriage. Language will be a challenge for you when you live with your in-laws, because you need to communicate with them, right? And if you don't know even the basic language that they have and you speak in English only, then there the challenge will be. I will give you an example, which is a reality. Since you are living with a family, you cannot avoid some misunderstandings. So whatever you do, whatever way of talking, or even you are the best or good in English and in grammar, especially in grammar, you are talking with those people who are not or cannot understand what you are saying, then it will be useless. Vice versa, same as them. They will speak as they want to speak. They will explain as they want to explain, but for sure in their own language, but you cannot understand. So that is a challenge. There are so many ways or so many things that we can consider that the language is really a challenge. Like for example, if you go out and use a transportation, right? If you don't know their basic language, then how can you communicate with them? If you go to the store or ask help in the name course, then it will really be a challenge. So that this is the thing. As long as you are living with your husband, living in Pakistan, this challenge will always be a challenge as long as you are not learning their own language. This is the reason why I said this is really challenge, or language is a challenge, because as what I have experienced, this challenge me in my daily life here in Pakistan. But the good thing is that I can start to speak and understand Urdu as well. So this is all for today's, guys, and I hope that this video or whatever information that I give you can help you to understand why language becomes a challenge. And I hope that if you are planning to marry with a Pakistani, you will start to learn even the basic language that we have. Thank you for watching.